$12,000 is invested in an account that pays 7.5% annual interest. Find the value of the account after 10 years if it's compounded annually, monthly, and daily. The first thing to do is to set up our compound interest formula. And that's going to say that the amount in the account after our 10 years will be the principal, the starting amount, times 1 plus R over N. So the percentage rate, which is 0.075, that's 7.5% written as a decimal, over N, the number of times it's compounded in a year. Well, if it's compounded annually, it's just compounded once a year at the end. The power is going to be the amount of time, the 10 years, times the number of compoundings in a year. So again, 1. Once it's all set up, we can simplify it a little bit here. 12,000 times 1.075 raised to the 10th power. But at this point, I'm going to let the calculator calculate. What we end up with is a very healthy $24,732.37. Now, as we switch to the interest being compounded monthly, most everything stays the same. For instance, we are still finding the amount in the account after 10 years. The principal is still $12,000. The annual interest rate is still 7.5%. However, it's the number of compoundings that are changing. Since it's compounded every month, that means that within 1 year, it's going to get compounded 12 times. We also change the power to 10 times 12. We can clean it up just a little bit. I really wouldn't do too much to this. For instance, I wouldn't even really divide that 0.075 by 12. I'd just type it in the calculator as 0.075 divided by 12. But I'm going to raise it to the 10 times 12th power, so that's an easy enough one to do. That'd be 120. But now, go to the calculator and let the calculator calculate. If you enter everything incorrectly, you should end up with $25,000, 344, and 77 cents. And if we're going to do it, if it's going to get compounded daily, then that would be still the amount after 10 years, still investing $12,000, 1 plus 0.075. However, now we're going to divide by 365 for the 365 days that are in a year. And we're going to raise that to the 10 times 365. What I would enter in my calculator is 12,000 times 1 plus, and I would leave it as 0.075 over 365. But make sure I keep the parentheses where they are. And the power that I'll raise it to this time is 10 times 365, which is 3,650. And when it's all said and done, we'll end up with slightly more money, with $25,402.04.